it is really interesting how, people like Tim, because they do know so much, they can pick out the little parts that they want to talk about. And if you're not well-versed in MLM, you're going to believe him because it's a good story, especially when he points to his magic screen and he's putting up all these statistics and all this other, explanation. He's really slick and smooth. And, if you weren't educated, then it's really easy to come around to his sort of thinking. So
yeah, most people would fall for it, wouldn't they?
And another point, by the way, is Tim Sales is a Scientologist. And, Scientologists are very well known for being, very, what would you call it, aggressive with their trying to convince others of things, of their beliefs. And they're also trained, I think we talked about this in a previous show, even as children, if you get involved as a child, it's called bull baiting, where they're just screaming in your face trying to get you upset, insulting you or whatever, insulting your parents or whatever they want to do to get you worked up. And you're trained to just sit there and stay calm. And so, Tim is trained in those methods of Scientology. And also, I think, he gained some of that sort of perspective from being in the military and keeping your cool under pressure. So, he's a very highly trained guy in being able to come across in that way, in misleading people, in my opinion. That's how I see Tim Sales as far as, how he can. Now, when I say how he could be so successful, he's been successful for himself, but his YouTube channel gets maybe 1,000 or 2,000 views on average. So he's not this rock star on YouTube by any means. He's actually quite small.
Good point. He's the biggest pro MLM YouTuber going, and he's only got 13,200 subscribers. Compare that with Kiki Chanel, for example. She's got 317,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and she's just one. I mean, there's many, many other anti-MLMers out there that get, either tens or even hundreds of thousands of followers, and he's refusing to go onto her show. So you've got to. Right. This doesn't happen very often on YouTube. It's not very often that you would have a YouTube with 13,200 subscribers refusing to go on a channel with 317,000 subscribers. And you've got to ask the question, why would he not want to get that much exposure for his channel? Because if he could win the argument with her, going on her channel would be the best thing possible for him. Exactly.
Him being interviewed by her would be the most eyeballs that have ever seen one of his videos. There's no doubt about that. But he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, because it wouldn't just be her; it would be all the other anti-MLMers that would, glom onto that, right? They would point out to their followers, "Hey, make sure you go over and watch this Kiki Chanel video with Tim Sales." So yeah, it would get tremendous views, not just from her, but from all the other anti-MLMers out there that don't like Tim Sales, and so yeah, it might get into the millions. So
Spencer really has put off one of the biggest coups ever in getting Tim Sales onto his show, because nobody else has been able to do it besides, even though they tried so hard to do it.
Yeah.
And he did it the only way that he possibly could.
Yep. Good point. Well, hey, we talked about a lot of things these last three shows, Glenn. I wanted to thank you for coming on, and also you talked to Peter about taking all of these audios, or however many you want, because there's over 300 of them, I think now. We're over 6 years on a weekly basis, so that's a good number of shows. But take as many as you want of these audio shows that are on Building Fortunes Radio website and put them on YouTube. Get the fancy thumbnails out there and go at it. You're welcome to do that, and we're glad that we're getting more exposure to our message. We're happy to help out in that way, and maybe you'll make some money at this. I'm not in this for the money, but I don't mind people that are. So I hope that's successful for you, and whatever we can do to help promote you, we're willing to do, because we want to get our message out. We're not in this to make money, but we're just trying to educate people, bottom line. So thank you for asking about that, and go for it.
Yeah, I think if